Hey, what's going on, Team Virgo? This is Brandon over at Well Intuitive, here to do your weekly energy read for the days of July 16th through July 23rd. This is just going to be a little simple guidance to help you get through the week. So take what is needed and leave behind what you don't. But I know you guys are doing a lot of good soul work out there, so let's see where you're at right now. Hopefully everybody had a good weekend. Hopefully you're having a great week so far, and you're on the rest of the week is just as ideal for you, okay? What do we have for my beautiful Virgos out there? July 16th through 23rd. What do we have? Whoop. There we go, Virgo. Wow. That's like the whole reading right there. All right. Wow, that was brutal. All right. But in a good way. Okay, so the first card out for my wonderful team Virgo is intuition. Let's start following our intuition, all right? Let's start using that brand new peeper, that brand new powerful insight to view the world around you as well. You're going to want to start using that awareness so that you can accept your ultimate guidance, so that you can start hearing the guidance that's being gifted to you by the universe, okay? That's going to be very key, is listening in as much as you can, not just with your ears, because you can hear something and be like, yeah, that's just noise. But if you hear it right in the right way, you're like, whoa, that's really profound. That really speaks to me on this level because I have this and this going on. You have to use that intuition. You have to use the mind chakra to your advantage, okay, so that you can start constructing from your mind instead of just using what's given to you in the 3D. Okay, sometimes you have to go a little bit deeper to get the full meaning. All right, and the only way to do that is to start to use your intuition, to start, I sound like a broken record with this whole meditation thing, and I'm sure you hear it from other readers. More people need to meditate more. You have to find your way to connect to that insight, to that intuition, instead of just hoping it shows up, and expecting it to show up just because I'm intuitive, I'm Virgo. No. You have to sharpen your sword. You have to hone skills. Okay, some people are naturally talented. They're gifted out the box, but they still have to hone and stay sharp, so that they if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. You understand? Okay. So let's start following that intuition. Let's start sharpening that intuitive aspect of yourself, Virgo. You guys are infinitely intuitive, like unbelievably intuitive. It's amazing what you guys can figure out with just a bare amount of information. So start using that to your advantage in more ways than just when you have a conflict. Let's start using that in your day-to-day, so you can start doing things throughout your day that vibe with the world around you, and don't fight against the tide or play off notes in the orchestra. Okay. Start using that intuition, not just when you have moments of conflict, but also when you're trying to figure out something to do for fun. Like tonight in the moon, you might want to go out and just dance a jig and say thank you, moon, for keeping not only being the keeper of secrets, but also nurturing us. And don't look at this moon energy as like a lot of people do, to where they're like, oh, full moons, there's going to be secrets exposed. It doesn't always necessarily mean something bad. Sometimes you might have a conversation with a relative about something that you had no idea happened when they were young, or something like along those lines. Okay, so let's open ourselves to the energy that the moon is gifting to us. It's not all bad, doom and gloom. The moon is not your enemy. Okay. Neither is Mercury. Like let's a lot of people with the whole retrograde thing and everything, a lot of people get kind of panicked when they hear that about these certain events. But you got to understand that these events don't take energy from us. They give us energy. They gift us with new awareness and new insight and new energies. So it's all a gift, even if it does come in a little rough. Okay, it's all to make you and build you, not to tear you down and destroy you. So this is going to help out my Virgos out there. I don't know if you can see that very clearly. This card says presence, and that means being aware of what's going on around you right now. It's great to have dreams. It's great to dream. It's great to have fantasies and to think about things that maybe don't exist for you yet. But also take into account what's happening around you right now. Because you could be missing out on a lesson or something from the universe that is trying to give to you, but you're just not receptive because you're often in cloud nine instead of right here on planet Earth as yourself. So let's make sure we're being present in the now, aware of the now. That doesn't mean you have to stop visualizing and doing the things that you know, and leave your fantasies out of it. But no, what you want to do is be aware of the gifts and the graciousness of the universe around you right now. Okay? All right, Virgos. Let's keep those emotions in check. And like I said, I know it's a weird time. Like as far as energies go, I think there's at least 6 planets in retrograde right now. One of them will no longer be retrograde, I think, on the 1st of August, and I think that's Mercury, and which will help out a lot. But yeah, there's a lot of things going on with a lot of people internally as well. Except, you know, it's the outside influence of things as well. The world that's unseen is just as influential as the one that we can open our eyes and take a look at. So let's make sure that we're using our emotions to our advantage in a constructive way and not a destructive way, all right? Let's make sure we're not using our emotions to get into feelings of wrath and anger, but rather in those moments where we're you know, wanting to go in that direction to maybe pull us back and say, hey, I can do this differently just because I'm that good. Just because I'm Virgo, I don't have to react the way that they think I'm supposed to react or the way that I normally would react. I can react in this other, more intelligent, more intuitive way because I'm Virgo. All right? And this is also going to assist you, Virgo. Let's keep inspired. Let's keep that crown chakra mobile, moving, evolving. Okay, let's stay inspired by the things that we're doing. If it doesn't feel good, then it's probably not right for you. So let's make sure that we're using our intuition to get ourselves in situations and to involve ourselves in things that serve our higher self. Okay, that inspire our higher self. Because then once your higher self gets inspired, you're gonna be amazed by the things that you'll be doing, or that you'll be interested in doing, and you'll find that it comes to you naturally. It's not something you have to try for. It's something that just you're inspired to do. Your body is naturally inclined to it, like breathing. Start getting inspired by the world around you. Start really enjoying and being fulfilled by this gracious universe around you. Because it really is trying to gift. It really does try to give you all that it can without giving you the outright answer. You know, we wouldn't learn anything if we didn't have to go through these steps. If everything was just given to us, we'd take it for granted probably and be a bunch of jerk-offs. So let's make sure that we're accepting the gift of knowledge and not just thinking that we know it all. Okay, let's be inspired and keep doing things that bring us the ultimate fulfillment, that really connect us to not just the world around us, but the world within. And once you have those working hand in hand, that's when you'll just it's an emotion that wells up from the inside and burns externally. You'll feel it. It'll feel different when you start to do things that inspire you. It takes a whole. It just takes a whole. It charges all of these. It doesn't just, you know, whenever you get inspired, it doesn't just work with one or the other chakra. Okay, and when you get inspired to do something, when you start doing that or involving yourself in that activity, it not only activates one, but it usually goes down in a line or up in a line or radiates out. But they start to balance themselves out because you're feeding every aspect of your being when you're inspired by what you're doing. Okay? Also for my Virgos, maybe this is for all my cuspers out there. Let's make sure that we're following our gut instincts, okay? Let's make sure that we're not allowing our gut instincts to lie to us, because sometimes the gut instinct can be cause for fear that shouldn't even exist for you. All right, let's make sure we're putting on that brave line and trusting our gut and our intuition and hand in hand. There's a reason why these cards are two different colors, okay? They're two different energies for you, all right? This one is going to be more based on, right around the sacral, right in the solar. It's going to be that feeling that you feel in here, like, ooh, that feels good, or ooh, that feels kind of scary. Okay, let's make sure we're using our gut instincts and then filtering it through our intuition. This is what I know about situations like this. This is what I know about blah, 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 blah. And my gut tells me the same thing. So let's make sure that we're using these two in tandem instead of as two separate things, or as if one doesn't exist and the other does. Okay? They're hand in hand, but they're two separate hands. Okay? But they work the best when you bring them together, okay? Use your intuition along with your gut instincts and vice versa to make the best decision for you as well as for others around you, okay? And maybe assist them with theirs by using your own powers of intuition, okay? Also, for my beautiful Virgos, we're going to work on those personal boundaries. If you've got somebody in your life right now who just continuously steps over the line, just cannot seem to not try you, let's start finding ways to either A, remove them from the picture, or B, change their whole, change everything that they mean to you. Let's start modifying and using alchemy to our advantage and changing the energies around us that we don't like, or providing nourishment to the ones that we do. Okay, let's start providing for what does work for us, and let's start really pruning the things that don't. Okay, but let's make sure we're setting our boundaries just right to where if you're not blocking any of your blessings. You're not stopping any of this prosperity from coming into your life by putting your walls too high. All right, and let's not set them too low and allow everything under the sun to come in there and invade your space either, and influence you and tell you how to live your life. Let's make sure we're setting our boundaries very appropriately instead of just all the way up or all the way down. Okay, find that middle area that still keeps you secure and safe, but still has a way for somebody to knock and come in, or to be recognized and invited. Okay? All right. This is a big one for my Virgos out there. Let's start exercising the heart chakra. This is probably going to be the key to balancing out all the rest of them for you, is radiating from the center and outward. Okay, let's make sure we're using love to our advantage, not in a destructive way. Love isn't this strange thing that takes two people and makes them put up with each other's crap for the rest of their lives. It's not that. Love is the thing that makes you care for something and want it to be at its best. That makes you water your flower so that it grows in the sunshine. That's true love, is wanting something to grow. Not just because love is not this thing to where you own something. I love it, therefore it's mine. No, love is, I love it, therefore I just want to look at it grow and become something beautiful. That's what true love is growing something to make it beautiful. And this is just a bonus round for you beautiful Leos out there, or excuse me, Virgos out there. This is the second time I called you guys Leo, and I apologize. But there must be a cusper watching this video right now that's just giggling his or her butt off right now. But let's make sure that we're using sound to our advantage, Virgo. Let's make sure we're putting on, music that speaks positivity if we're going through stressful times. Or, if you're feeling a little bit down on yourself, listen to something a little bit happier. I know a lot of my Walking Dead fans hate that Easy Street song, but that song makes me feel infinitely good whenever it comes across my playlist. and we're on easy street. And it feels so. Yo, I'm not gonna drive you guys crazy by singing that, but let's make sure that we're using sound to our advantage. Not just the external sounds, but the ones that come from us. Let's make sure that we're using our throat chakra in a way that's constructive and harmonious, and not harsh. All right, and blaring. Okay, let's be smooth operators this week. Okay, if we can, Virgo, smooth. But that's all I have for you. I hope you guys enjoyed the reading. Just to cover with you real quick, let's start working on our inspirations. What inspires us? Let's get inspired to do things. Let's get that spark that comes from just being excited about something. All right. Let's start using our intuition to help it, in our gut instincts, hand in hand, to assist with any stresses or problems that need solutions. And let's start opening that heart chakra, guys. You don't have to set your wall so high that you're blocking out the love that's trying to come into your life. Let's set those boundaries appropriately so that we're receiving the gifts that we're being given, but making sure that we're keeping out anything that's trying to tear us down or destroy us. Okay, this is a constructive time. A lot of people look at new moon energy and think that it's all about secrets and blah blah. No, it is about secrets, but it can be a constructive, revealing exposition as well. It can be a constructive exposition as well. So let's use this energy to create and build upon ourselves and not take away from us. That's not what these events are for. Okay, my loves? But until next time, take care of yourselves, take care of everyone else as much as you can, and I'll see you closer to the weekend with the weekend energy read, and I'll see you next week with your weekly. Peace. Namaste.